Yeah, this looks like the place.
Look who got here a little early. How you doing, Barry?
I mean, what else do you expect from the Dungeon Master? Got to set up the screen and all that.
I'm doing good, George, but I'm not the DM today. Am I?
Huh? I could have sworn Donald said you were taking the reins for this one.
No, I thought Ben was doing something.
Oh, Benny's gonna have some cool stuff. I love his games.
Yeah, I saw his car when I pulled up, so I figured he was doing his game. Donald just told me we were playing the new game here.
Huh? Well, let's go in. Maybe the guys can clear things up.
Howdy, friends. So, Benny boy, what campaign do you have in store for us today?
Me? I thought Obama was DMing today?
Nope. I mean, if we really don't have a plan, I do have some ideas and we can make characters and figure it out over drinks.
That won't be necessary. Thank you all for coming. I can't wait to get started.
Hold on, who the hell are you?
Didn't Biden tell you? I heard you guys play a lot of RPGs and wanted to run a game for you all.
Oh yeah, the nice man I met at my last trip to the game shop.
Damn it, Joe.
Well, we weren't aware we would have a new DM. Who are you?
Warren. I bumped into Joe and we got to talking. He mentioned that you and Ben often swap between player and DM roles. So I offered to DM a game so you can both play at once.
Very nice of you to offer. So I assume you already have a D&D campaign ready for us.
Wow, he really didn't tell you. So if I'm running it, we wouldn't be playing D&D.
There's games other than D&D?
A lot. But for us, we would be playing Fantasy Flight Games Star Wars RPG.
That dead fucking nerd game. Why would we play a Star Wars game?
Damn, okay.
Donald, we play D&D. The nerdiest thing you could play. Adding Star Wars on top of it isn't going to ruin your street cred.
True enough.
Good to see we are fine with this.
So what ideas do you have for the campaign?
Well, we will be playing Edge of the Empire, which focuses mainly on the outer reaches of the galaxy and the underworld. But I'm not against the idea of adding the other two elements from Age of Rebellion and Force and Destiny.
Sorry, but what do you mean by that? Are those different games?
No, same game. Think of them as different source books, each focusing on different aspects of the setting. Age of Rebellion on the war between the Empire and Rebels, then Force and Destiny focusing on the Force. Like I said, I'm not against adding these elements based on your characters' backstories. It's up to you guys.
All right, cool. Then let me get my dice out and we can.
Actually, we won't be using those dice.
You've got to be kidding me.
Don't worry, I'll provide all the dice, but these are what we will be using.
The fuck is this? Where are the numbers?
This game uses a system called Genesis, where we don't decide the outcomes on rolls based on numbers like D&D. Instead, these dice have symbols that cancel each other out.
Interesting. Does the color of the dice mean anything?
Yes. I won't go into too much detail, but the green, blue, and yellow are good dice, while the purple, black, and red are bad dice. In this game, we will be rolling a bit of dice based on your character's skill and the difficulty of the roll. Don't worry, we'll go through it, and I'll have the first session basically be a tutorial for this system.
Sounds good to me. If you throw too much information at me, I'll forget it. And...
Did he fall asleep?
Don't worry, you get used to it. And it's been a long few months for him.
Understood. Well, I'll let you guys fill him in on what he misses.
No problem. So you said we will be dealing with the underworld. Are we all criminals in this game?
You will be doing business in the underworld. Your characters will be working for a lower-ranking hut called Doozer. How you came into the employment of the hut, and how you feel about it is up to you. But it's probably best that you don't make characters who are undyingly loyal to the hut.
Sure, who would be loyal to a greedy bastard like a hut?
who indeed?
Fuck you, Joe.
All right, your characters don't have to be the killer bounty hunter type unless you want to. Just think of a role or service your character could provide to the hut.
Okay, is everything on the table?
As long as it makes sense with the setting, then yes.
When would this campaign take place? And are we going with Disney canon or Legends?
Fucking nerd.
Fuck you, Donald.
Well, it takes place wannabe or 1 year after the Battle of Yavin with the destruction of the first Death Star. In terms of canon, well, I'm thinking of merging the two. Mostly leaning to Legends, but adding elements that can fit from Disney.
Best of both worlds, huh?
Exactly. Well, I like for my players to make their characters separately, but to be safe, let's just pick our classes so we don't overlap with roles. Races we can pick later since there are many.
Okay, so careers are classes and are specializations like a subclass?
Yes, but there's a big difference in this game compared to D&D. Exp isn't something you use to level up. Instead, it's a currency you use to buy new skills from your class or buy new specializations.
So we can dip into as many specializations as we want.
Yes, granted it does cost more, so it's a management thing to consider.
All right, but what is this thing called obligation?
Oh yes, thank you for reminding me. Obligation is a mechanic for Edge of the Empire games where it adds gameplay to your backstory, where I make a table for a D100 roll, and if it lands on you, your backstory comes back to bite you or wane on you.
Okay, for some of these like the debt, does it have to be towards this dude's a guy?
Not at all. You guys will decide that based on your backstories. I'm not going to force you one way or another.
In that case, I think I know what career I want to pick.
Already? Okay, what are you thinking?
Soldier, with the Vanguard specialization to start off.
Oh? A tank build then? Okay then. We will keep what obligation is secret for now unless the characters would know that. Just let me know.
Nope, secret for me.
Alright then. Anyone else?
Easy, smuggler with pilot specialization.
Classic choice. Could always use a pilot.
I'm thinking of dipping into 2 specializations for this character.
Oh?
But for now, I'm going with technician and outlaw tech specialization.
Now you have me curious with what you are cooking there.
May I be a colonist with the martial specialization?
A lawman working for a hut. We definitely need to talk. Mr. Obama? How about yourself?
Please, none of that, Mr. Crab. But I have an idea. I'm thinking of a long-range sniper. Maybe with the ability to get into melee combat if needed.
I'll walk you through the options when we make your character. But for now, it seems like we are all set. That will be the end of Session 0. I'll individually talk to you guys and make characters and backstories with you.
All right, so what now?
Well, this place has some good food. I grabbed some menace if you guys are ready to eat.
Oh, hell yeah. Fucking finally.
Now, that sounds like a
Ooh,
plan.
do they have ice cream here?
Maybe some sliders? I'm dying for one of those.
What's the soda selection?
Thank you all for watching. If you made it this far, I honestly cannot thank you enough. As our editor is new to making videos, any feedback is welcome. Stay safe, and I hope you will stop by when we truly start at the edge of the Empire.